Welcome to the Soul of Innovation podcast. I am Thomas Anglero, and what I want to talk to you about is connecting with people. True, spiritual, deep, almost intimate connecting with other people. Have you connected? Ask yourself, have you truly connected with someone else? That you could feel them, they can feel you. They fulfill or fill in that gap within you that you desperately need, that you've been desperately seeking. I've been talking to millennials for many years, but yesterday I started connecting dots on how they are and how they work. I was having a conversation with one. This guy is 26 years old. He is the young right hand of the CEO of a company. He is the speech writer for the CEO. He is the person who prepares their presentation. He is the up and coming, and he is very confident in himself. When we spoke and he called me on the phone and I said hello to him, he asked me how I was. I instantly was honest. And I heard his voice being very Mr. Confident and stuff like that. So I went into talking about insecurities. Yes, I know it's very strange when the first time you talk to somebody on the phone, you talk about insecurities, but this is what you do when someone asks me, how am I in that moment? That's what I'm thinking about. And I don't know how I got there, but I said, as a man, one of the things that we never share with each other, now there's 2 minutes into the phone call, I said, is that we have insecurities. We have things that we don't like about ourselves. He instantly became quiet. The conversation continued. He listened. I asked him if he thought I was crazy. He goes, this is a very enlightening discussion, but it was as deep as he could get. I took a road trip with a young lady. She's 27. I don't know how we got there in the conversation, but she expressed to me that her and her female friends, who are also around 27, that sex means nothing. Having sex with someone is nothing. It's just a physical thing. It means nothing. I asked her, is there any connection you have with the men that you're having sex with? She goes, no. It doesn't have to be. I said, but then how are you going to get close to someone? Don't know. Not looking. She's now dating some guy. She moved in with the guy. And I asked her, are you happy? Oh, we're so happy together because we share all the same sports. We like the same sports. We go do the same things. The sex is great. Everything is so perfect. And I asked her, and is there a deep connection? She didn't really understand what I was asking. What I've connected and understood is that these young millennials, our kids, if you're over the age of 50, your kids, they have been given everything they've ever wanted. They haven't felt rejection. They haven't felt that feeling of need. When their toy was broken, they got another new one. They've had everything they ever needed. To them, they even us when we grew up, when you dated someone, maybe on the 3rd or 4th date, you would get a kiss. And it was just sort of, you had to earn You had to earn and build trust. You had to earn and try and build a connection with that person before you were even allowed to hold their hand. And then you had to earn and build trust even more and make a deeper and deeper connection before you got a kiss. And then you had to earn and build trust. You maybe get a hug. And this whole connection thing that is so intimately connected to being a human being. It is how you be human. It is why we continue on this planet and grow, is that this deep connection with people that doesn't have nothing to do with physical. It has everything to do with living and just feeling. These young kids today don't have any connections to each other. Everything we went through, we build these connections early. And then later on in life, we say, okay, I have someone I want to be with. I have someone who wants to be with me. We are deeply, deeply connected, but we're poor. We don't have much food. We don't have much money. We're going to work hard to build that. And you worked hard to have a family. You worked hard to provide. You worked hard to have that house or apartment, that great job, that vacation. You worked hard for all those things. These millennials, I'm not just putting millennials, the young kids, the Generation X, Z, all these different letters. My point is, they were given all the things that we worked hard after we got the connection. They missed the connection part. They don't even understand that deep, intimate, powerful connection that makes you feel that you have a purpose in life. And that's the missing piece. They don't have a purpose because they have everything. They can have sex. They're having sex all the time. Sex doesn't mean anything. When we grew up, sex was a big deal. That's something you did with someone that meant something to you. To them, is like reading a different newspaper. No big deal. If you have everything, if you could do anything you want, the amount of drugs that is now within high schools around the world is off the charts, literally, figuratively off the charts. So you could have drugs, you could have sex, you have all the physical things you need, materialistic things you need. You have no connection, you have no purpose. You weren't taught that life is about purpose. Here's the scary thing. What's your purpose? What connection do you have that reminds you of your purpose? Who in your life gives you purpose? A lot of people have an intellectual answer to purpose. The purpose of my life is to take care of my kids. The purpose of my life is to be happy. When you connect with someone, and that connection, let me be very clear, that connection is not about the other person. The connection is about, once you connect with someone, a part of you, think of like two pieces of a puzzle. It is completed, and you find your purpose, but it doesn't come from their lips. It comes from the connection that completes you, and then you understand your purpose. Have you a connection? Do you have a freaking purpose? Do you see what I'm saying? They don't have a purpose because they did everything we did after we found our connection and we found our purpose, and then we worked hard to create a life for us, for our families. They took all those things that we did. I'm sorry, they didn't take it. We gave it to them, but we never taught them purpose. Life is nothing without a purpose. What is your purpose? Have you taught your child how to even think about what is their purpose? Have you ever had that conversation with them? Have you ever had that conversation with yourself? Do you even think this way? Are you still thinking that if you buy another house, another car, another motorcycle, another boat, sleep with another person, that this is going to give you purpose. Don't you understand that the repetition, the reason why you keep on doing all these things, I would like the hamster and that spinning wheel thing, is you keep on doing it because it's not giving you purpose. You're not finding anything. You're doing all these strange things. You're cutting your hair. You're coloring your hair. You're doing all these weird things. You're getting tattoos, looking for purpose, but it's not there. The purpose you're looking for is in the connection with other people. That deep connection is not the multitude of friends. It's not that you say, oh, I have all these friends. I can go biking with these people. I can go this with these people. I can go drinking with these people. I have so many friends to drink with. That's not purpose. That's not a connection. A connection is a feeling you get and is not often in life. A connection is when you connect with someone and you feel whole. And at that moment you feel whole. You understand your purpose in life. These young millennials don't have a purpose. Thing is, they don't even understand intellectually what the hell that question means or that statement is. We fail them, and they're not trying to solve it. They're great. I'm not a basher of the millennials or young people. It's just that with all the technology we have, with the internet, social media, and with the fact that us as parents don't communicate to our kids, we swear we do. If we did, I wouldn't need to have talk about this. But how many people, even 60 years old, look at the generations who are 70, 80 years old. Some of them have purpose. They're still looking for it. And how dare we fail these young people and not teaching them purpose. Even if you're listening to this and you don't have a kid, your job is still to every young people you meet in the world is to teach them freaking purpose. But to do that, you need to know what the hell is yours. If you haven't connected to someone, how the hell are you going to go teach someone else how to connect? You have these teachers in high school and college who are trying to teach our kids, future leaders, all about the world. And look at these people. Look at these teachers. They've never connected to anybody. Some of them have. Some of them hid behind their books. They got a master's. They got a PhD. That's their purpose. But they've never connected to anybody. That's not a purpose. Being book smart is not a freaking purpose. That's not a connection. You don't connect to dead paper, to a dead tree that's been chopped up. The hell is that? Purpose is a connection with a human being that fulfills you, that you then realize what is your place in this universe and what is your purpose in this universe. What is your purpose in this universe? It comes from connecting with other people. It comes from, if you want to get close to that feeling, is when you listen to music and that song touches you and you feel it in your DNA. It takes you someplace else. Oh, it's so magical. When you're on the dance floor and you're moving to the music, it's so effortless. You're gliding. You're in such rhythm. That connection you have, that's it. You're connected. And then in that moment, you can feel you have a purpose. Life is effortless. That is closest that maybe you've been. Have that with another person. It's even more powerful. Find your purpose and help others to find theirs. Go forth and spread beauty and light. Don't be afraid. Don't be intimidated. Don't be scared. And definitely don't be embarrassed. If you say, I don't know if I have a purpose, that's okay. It is okay. You're okay. At least you're having the thought about having a purpose and having connections. And maybe you don't have many connections with many people. Maybe you move to a new country and you're all alone and you're trying your best to make friends. And just the one thing is making friends. After making friends, then you try to have the connection. It's extremely hard. I know it's hard. I got you. First of all, I love you. You're not alone. I understand what you're going through. I'm going through the same thing. I use this podcast. I use my words to connect with all of you. And in return, you connect with me. So that together, we have a purpose. Do you understand? You're not alone. But we are to connect with as many people as we can connect with. It is the beauty and it is the purpose in life. Find your purpose. Once you do, teach others how to connect to others and how to find their own. That is one of the meanings of life. This is Thomas Anglero, and I'm here to help you find your purpose. And over the last few minutes, we have connected. I love you. Until the next time. Thank you for listening to that episode. If you want to contact me, you can contact me on my website at anglero.com, and you can also subscribe to the newsletter, or you can find me anywhere on social media with Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter. Thank you so much, and I hope to hear from you very soon.